It's on. There you go. I have to check it because sometimes it doesn't work or the battery dies. That's great. So we're good.
Does it record as well?
It will record the meeting. It'll take care of it. Yeah, right now we're working on getting that up and going. And we will not probably have audience because we can only have such capacity in the room. So basically,
We can always send a link out. I'm sure there's someone that
everything will work out just fine, I think. But if someone did want to come in, I mean, we could let like 2 people at a time in if they needed to come in. Yeah, because that's the capacity right now.
The applicant.
He's right there.
Yes.
Oh, I'm
The only
sorry.
person in the room.
Right. We can't have any more people.
Okay. I'm sorry. All right.
His name is Jay.
Okay. Oh, thank you.
Good evening. My name's Andrew Griffin. I'm here on behalf of Curtin and Hefner, covering for Attorney Maureen Carlton as the solicitor for the Morrisville Borough Zoning Hearing Board. We're here today on two issues. The first is this is the yearly reorganization meeting as the first meeting today, Monday, January 4th, 2021. So at this time, I'd like to ask the board if they would like to nominate anyone for chairperson for the Zoning Hearing Board.
Yes, I'd like to nominate Raphael Persico, please.
Could we have a vote from the board on the nomination of Raphael Persico?
Suzanne?
I agree. I didn't
Hassan?
think I got to vote tonight.
No, you don't.
Yes.
And yes,
And
yes,
David, please.
yes for me, of course.
I guess so. Sure. Why not?
Okay.
I agree.
Okay, so the vote being unanimous, Raphael Persico is nominated as elected as the chairperson.
Thank you.
I'd also like to ask if we have a nomination for secretary of the Zoning Hearing Board.
Yes, I'd like to nominate Hassam Jalad, please.
Okay, and could we have a vote from the board?
Hassan?
Yes.
You accept?
Yep.
Ralph Persico, chairman, I approve. Suzanne?
Suzanne Zakowski, I also approve.
David?
Yes.
Okay, so the vote being unanimous this evening, Hassan Jalad is nominated as secretary of the Zoning Hearing Board. At this time, I'd like to ask for nominations for solicitor of the Zoning Hearing Board.
We have a letter from our attorney. Do you have a copy of the letter? Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Yep.
I would like to nominate Curtin and Hefner to continue as our solicitor for the Zoning Hearing Board.
Okay, and could we have a vote from the board as to the nomination of Curtin and Hefner as solicitor?
Ralph Persico as chairman, yes. Suzanne?
Suzanne Zakowski, yes.
Tom?
Sam Jalad, yes.
And David Nay, yes.
Motion carries. Next issue.
Okay, the second issue today before the Morrisville Zoning Hearing Board is the variance application of West Trenton Holding of PA LLC with regard to the property at 907 West Trenton Avenue, Morrisville, PA 19067, also being known as Bucks County tax map parcel ID number 24-001-001-003. This is a public hearing on the applicant's request for a variance from Chapter 465, Section 52 of the Morrisville Borough Zoning Ordinance in order to allow an electronic message board sign in the C2 Shopping Center Zoning District of Morrisville Borough. So at this time, I'd like to ask the applicant to step forward, please.
Good evening, everyone.
Is the microphone on?
Yes, can you
Oh,
hear me?
okay.
Okay.
Would you just please raise your right hand? You swear testimony about to give this time will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth to help you God.
I do.
And please state and spell first and last name.
First name is Jay, J-A-I. Last name is Pateja, P-A-T-H-E-J-A.
Thank you.
Okay, and before we get started, I would just kind of like to go down and have a roll call of everybody that's here today.
Chairman Persico?
Suzanne Zakowski.
Sam Jalad.
And David Nay, alternate.
Steve Ware, zoning officer.
Name Robeson, recording secretary.
Okay, and I would just know for the record and for the public that's listening to this today, Suzanne Zakowski, as of today, will be abstaining from voting because we're waiting for the Borough Council to reapprove and nominate her to the Zoning Hearing Board. With that being said, could I have, I guess, Assam Alad, would you go ahead and confirm that the notice of the zoning hearing today?
It was posted?
Correct.
Yeah, that's me.
Okay, sorry,
That's Steve, yes.
Yeah.
Sorry, today.
Yeah, I think he reads it. You have it? I know.
Let me read it.
Both.
All right, very good. Go ahead.
Notice is hereby giving to the Morrisville Borough Zoning Hearing Board will hold a public hearing on Monday evening, January 4th, 2021 at 7 p.m. in the council chambers of the Morrisville Municipal Building, 35 Union Street, Morrisville, PA 19067. In the matter of the application of West Trenton Holding of PA LLC, 503 State Road, Croydon, if I'm saying, Croydon, thank you, PA 19021. For the premises located at 907 West Trenton Avenue, Morrisville, PA 19067, Bucks County, tax parcel 24001001003. Applicant is requesting a variance from Article 7, Chapter 465, Section 53 of the Morrisville Borough Zoning Ordinance to allow an electronic message board sign in the C2 Shopping Center zoning district. Applicant also seeks any other variances which may be deemed necessary for approval of the project. Documents relating to this matter will be available for inspection during normal business hours of the Office of the Zoning Department at Morrisville Borough Hall, 35 Union Street, Morrisville, PA 19067. All persons to be heard in favor of the all persons to be heard in favor of or in opposition to the granting of this application may be heard at the above time and place. Morrisville Zoning Hearing Board.
Then I would just request that the zoning officer confirm that legal notice was published for this hearing today.
Legal notice was published and the property was posted.
Thank you.
And then I would just note for the record that it does not appear that anybody here has appeared seeking party status or to oppose or support the application tonight. Should we check if anybody's in the hallway, just to make sure?
Locked or
It's unlocked back there. I
Yeah.
can check and see.
all right, just see if there's anyone there.
The door. It's locked.
No one is downstairs.
They're not banging on the
They're
door.
banging on the door.
Very good. Next, please.
Okay, just to confirm, there's nobody here appearing for public comment or seeking party status this evening with regard to this hearing. So at this time, we can proceed with the hearing. I'll mark on behalf of the Zoning Hearing Board as Exhibit B1, the application of the applicant in this matter, West Trenton Holdings of PA LLC. I'll mark as Exhibit B2 for the Zoning Hearing Board, the notice of hearing and proof of advertising. And then I will mark as Exhibit B3 on behalf of the Zoning Hearing Board, the applicable provisions of the Morrisville Borough Zoning Ordinance, including Chapter 456, Article 7 with regard to signs. And I would just also ask the applicant, we noticed before the hearing that the application had a typo in that it referenced Section 53 of the Morrisville Borough Zoning Ordinance, but the property is in the C2 Shopping Center Zoning District, so it should have just been Section 52.
Excuse me, it should be both sections.
Okay. So I would just ask the applicant, are you ready to proceed seeking a variance under both Sections 53 and 52?
Yes.
Okay. This time, the applicant having been sworn in already, you may proceed.
Before I proceed, can I pass this?
Yeah. Did you bring some color ones? I printed some color ones too,
No,
just,
these are-
okay, good, they're bigger.
please take one.
Okay, thank you. Yeah, these are great. Here, put one in our collection.
Should be some. And if not, I apologize.
Oh, we're back. Yeah, we're gonna have to ask him now.
And then just for the record, I'm going to go ahead and mark this as applicant's exhibit A1. Do we have any objection to the admission of either the board's exhibits B1 through B3 or the applicant's exhibit A1? Hearing no objection, you may proceed.
So as everyone can see, we are going to be rebranding West Trenton Avenue into a Sunoco gas station. We have received approvals for everything from Steve, and we have applied for everything. The only thing that we have not been getting approved for is the digital sign. I understand, and as I'm sure everybody has seen, in today's world, it is it is much easier to have a digital sign, just because it is safer for the employees and much easier for the eye while driving past. So for our competition as well, the industry just doesn't have the old signs anymore, and this is what exists today. So I request, if there's no objection, if you guys could approve that.
Any questions for the applicant from the board?
Just clarifying that the sizing of the sign remains the same. Really, it's a refurbishment
Absolutely,
of
yes.
a non-functioning sign.
Absolutely. So if you see the digital digits today, let's just assume the size of it will be the same. Will just be, sorry, if you saw the analogs today, it would just be converted into a digital in the future.
For me personally, I would support Morrisville business, certainly with the Wawa on the corner. Competition is
We
very
appreciate
great.
that.
So
We appreciate that. And not to say it, I just drove past it. It is a very dark corner. And considering that that is the entrance to the borough, I think it will be beneficial for the borough to have bright lights, not say the least. I mean, especially during the wintertime, post 5 o'clock. We don't plan to stay open 24 hours, but I think, and that's good as far as lighting goes, because post 11 o'clock, I think we will shut down. But at least the latter part, most part of the evenings, I think it will be beneficial just to brighten that place up. I mean, we've already done a lot just to clean it up, and I think it'll only look better going forward.
is it solar powered by chance, or it's just strictly electrical?
It is, the sign is electrical, but we have changed all the canopy lighting on the property, and they have new technology today where it is not solar, but it is light sensitive. So in case it's a cloudy day or it gets dark in the middle of the day, the canopy lights and the property lights do turn on. That's just, new technology, but I'm sure solar is not far away. The technology just hasn't got there yet. These signs are controlled from the site itself, and they're electronic, so they're remote occupied. So, and we can change them remotely as well. So, if we're here or I'm at my office, I have access to the sign to change it if required, if necessary.
And then with the exception of occasional price changes, the sign really is stationary. Like there's no movement to
I'm sorry, I didn't understand.
the numbers, the letters, anything being displayed on the sign. It's essentially a stationary display,
Absolutely.
whatever the pricing is at
Absolutely.
that point.
It's just digits.
Mhm. Does the Sunoco light up also?
The illumination, not, I believe it should, yes. That is something we haven't decided, but yes, usually it should.
Mhm. It looks like a great improvement over what is there right now.
We think so. I think, I think I think it's a very attractive corner. I think it's not been handled well, as we can tell. So I think we'll give it a shot. And we are in the business, so we know what it takes to uplift a site. And especially across a wall.
Right.
And the Wawa drive-through.
Not to mention. Yeah. Okay, thank you.
You good? Hassan? Yeah, go ahead.
Hi, I'm just noticing, do you mind, can I borrow this? This one came in earlier
Yes.
this evening, and I'm just noticing the difference in the Sunoco logo on each.
The
Yes.
uppermost panel.
Yes. So initially we had, and we have got that amended, we had requested the smaller copy that you have, but the original Sunoco sign is the diamond. I mean, that's the logo that Sunoco would like us to put. So when we went back to Steve, he said that's fine. That shouldn't be a problem.
I didn't have a color copy of the new one he brought
Okay.
tonight, so.
And that's 7 feet versus,
The size would be the same. It's not going any higher than what it is, because
No, the width.
what the existing sign is, that's what we're going to use.
no, I'm talking about the width.
Whatever
width
the
of the-
width is.
Because here is 58 and it's 87 feet is 84.
Just the diamond would be slightly higher, because that would come in
So it's
addition.
wider.
I
If
think
it's
he's doing it from the outside. That's what it is. So the 7 foot dimension, that's from the out to out? And the 58 and a half,
so the way these
that would be the Sunoco, right?
yes. So the only thing that you guys will see different would be the diamond that would come on top. That would be the addition,
Mhm.
just for the simple fact due to the size of the existing sign and the panel and the footing of it, and not getting too engrossed in it. Usually like to keep the existing sign and kind of just retrofit it.
Okay,
The new sign would not change anything outside of the width or the height. So they would use that and just retrofit a Sunoco sign into that. So if it used to be a shell there, they will make a Sunoco sign with that dimension to fit into that box and substitute the analog numbers with the digital numbers.
and the height of the sign would not be changed in
It will
any way.
not be changed.
And it says here that the diamond arrow must point to the C store? Is that the
Well,
gas station?
yes, that means
So you're coming down the street, it's telling you to go here?
essentially yes.
Okay. I think that's
Okay.
Good?
Yeah.
Dave? Jay, thanks for your time here tonight. There's not really much more I can add. Just for public clarification, the new sign is going to be in the exact same footprint as the old sign. And as Suzanne pointed out, you're upgrading a bit of an eyesore alongside the road there. So thank you for doing that. I would be supportive of that as well.
Thank you.
good. I think we've heard everything.
Seeing that nobody has been granted party status and there's no public here to provide comment, this matter's ripe for adjudication. We're going to take 1 minute to deliberate quickly in executive session, and then we'll be back with a decision.
Thank you. If I can add one more thing, we haven't put this on paper yet because we're not there yet, but this is phase one, just to get the site up. Please understand that in the future, we do have plans to actually brighten this place up more and expand into that, eventually taking making something bigger out of there into the store, potentially a store. We haven't decided which way we're going yet, but our intention is to make it a much bigger project than just a gas station, maybe add something else with it. We're just not there at the time to apply for it, and with the current situation that we're all in, I think our first aspect is just to get just the corner up and running and button it up a little bit, and then hopefully in the next year, in phase 2 of our project, that we will take the next step.
Fantastic. We'll be right back. Thank you.
Somebody will make some. Then you'll have to. You can't speak up on the
We're back.
Having spoken with the board in executive session, I'd like to present a motion for the petition of the applicant, West Trenton Holding of PA LLC, is approved as to the variances requested, specifically from Article 7, Sections 52 and 53 of the Morrisville zoning ordinance, subject to the following conditions. 1, the sign will conform to the dimensions as presented on applicant's Exhibit 1. The display shall remain stationary, no flashing, animation, or fading in or out, except for a change in the gas prices. The sign shall be operated in a manner so as to prevent glare, hazards, or a nuisance. The height and width of the sign shall conform to the height and width of the existing sign. The project shall be carried out and the use shall be conducted in a manner consistent with the application's testimony, evidence, and representations of the applicant and its representatives at this hearing. Receipt of all permits and approvals from any agencies having jurisdiction over the same to the extent applicable. The applicant shall pay all borough expenses related to the application to the extent not already paid. And the applicant shall comply with the rules, regulations, and ordinances of the borough, the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania, the United States government, and particularly with the borough zoning ordinance and subdivision and land development ordinances to the extent they apply or are otherwise waived. With that, I would ask the applicant whether he accepts these conditions as presented.
I accept.
I make a motion that we approve.
I approve. Second.
Oh, you're second. You
Second the motion, yes.
Yes. All right, let's do a roll call. David?
Yes, I agree with the decision as stated.
Assam?
I approve and I agree.
Chairman Persico, I approve. Yes, okay. I think we're done.
Yeah, with that, the application's been approved. Just two outstanding things that I forgot to mention. I would just ask that the board vote to approve the minutes of the October 5th, 2020.
I make a motion that we approve.
A second.
Not done yet.
They're not done yet?
No,
That was
they're
a
not done.
5-hour meeting.
They were 5 hour, it was a 5-hour meeting.
Oh, okay. Oh, we'll have to retract that. Yes, we'll do it next time.
And right now, we have no pending applications.
Okay,
For next month's meeting. But
Okay.
there's several that are, maybe gelling.
we could come back just for that. I'm game.
Okay, with that, I'll just ask for a motion to adjourn the meeting tonight.
I make a motion that we adjourn the meeting.
I second.
Agreed?
Agreed? We're done. Congratulations. Have a great day and
Thank you. Thank you, everyone.
Good luck.
Appreciate it.
good luck. Good luck. Well, great job tomorrow.
Thank you. Have a good night, everybody.
I don't know if it recorded or not.